I put my pipe in this sleeve and I do that.
What are you doing with my stuff?
I'm gonna try and sell it.
Don't sell me things.
Okay, so I've just finished editing this video and it's a bit all over the place, so I'll apologise in advance of that. There's a lot of I can't actually remember what the original aim was. It ended up being mostly about fuel lines, and as it happens, just really overcomplicating something that probably could have just been left as it was. It was filmed over a few different days here and there, so yeah, there's a lot of outfit changes, a lot of continuity errors. There's an idea. First person to comment the number of outfit changes, I don't know, get some free stickers or something. So to start with, I made new hard lines, new flexi lines, and then put some conversion fittings onto the top of the fuel pump to change it all to AN. This is one of the hard lines that I made. It's just aluminium 10mm fuel pipe. Came in a coil. Then this is a bulkhead fitting here, and inside here we've got a this is the socket that goes on first, then there's a compression fitting inside, and then it goes up against this, and then the idea is as you tighten it up it seals, and then you've got a nice AN end on your fuel line. Socket, olive, and then fitting, and then that just slot that into there, that goes up against there, that goes up against there, and then once you've tightened it all together it crushes it and supposedly seals it nice and tight, and I won't have fuel going everywhere, and it would just be going where it's supposed to go. Why take the part to the drawer when you can get all of the tools and bring them over here? Right, let's try that out. So I was just wondering why they wouldn't go in. I meant to trim this one to make it the same length as that, and I forgot, and I tightened it, and now this is crushed on, and obviously they're single use, so, and that's the only, I haven't got any spares. So yeah, I'm doing all this fancy stuff with AN fittings and hard lines and proper bends and everything, and then I just suddenly thought it may look fancy, but if I have any issues at a drift day or a track day or something like that and I need to fix it quickly, I'm going to be quite screwed unless everyone has like very specific fittings and tools. I need to put this rubber bung in, but I don't actually have a drill that's big enough, so I'm going to draw around that, Dremel it out, then put that in, and then put the hose through there, so that it goes like that, through there basically.
That's a funny joke.
Yep. compressor, water and swarf. It's all going down my neck as well. Ugh. Grommet, punch, pop, out, hole, nice. And there you go. These punches are cool as well because they've got a little chamber where they can all come out, so just keep banging away and they pop themselves out and you get these nice little rubber hoops that you can keep for make a bowl of cereal out of or something like that. The hole's drilled for that, rubber grommet's done, fittings to go on the end of the hose, and then these are some hardline fittings to do the top of the tank as well. The more I carry on with this, I'm just realising the chances of it leaking are probably quite high, so that's going to be fun. Because I can't focus on one job at a time as well, I've got bits like things like this just in bags in either cars or boxes or drawers or things just everywhere for like when I planned to do a job and I got all excited about it, ordered all the bits and then realised that I don't have time to do it anyway, so I'll do that later, and then half the time I forget I've ordered stuff and I order it again, or if I'm not doing that I know it's here somewhere and then I spend hours looking around for it, trying to find it, and only to give up, reorder it, and then obviously as soon as you've ordered it you find the original. So yeah, I've got so many things just lying around here and just most of my time is just spent going, what did I do with that? It's quite frustrating. And the other stupid thing about being stupid and getting all these stupid fancy fittings is you've got to buy these stupid other little tools and things just so you don't ruin all these stupid fittings and make them all look ugly, when you could have just used a push hose thing instead. But hey, here we are now.
That is no Orcorn.
Cup of tea!
So there's a cut now, there's no going back. There's a slight bend in that hose which stops the socket going on all the way. I might have to just keep tapping it down a little bit as I go on. Hopefully they seal. If they don't, then yeah, that's going to be annoying. I really thought that was going to be a lot sketchier than it turned out to be. I should be able to access them from inside the boot, so I can always just crank them up a bit more if they are leaking. Wrap your pipe, lubricate your pipe before pushing your pipe into a tight hole. That works really well. Still a struggle, but it works better than clamping in a vise. Taking 25 minutes. It looks like you're doing classic YouTuber thumbnail pose. We did what?
Wow, amazing.
I knew I'd forget to put these on, and I did. And now it reminds me of that, the meme. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear that where I got these two white marks to make room to get to the tool to put the tools and attach them. But yeah, it should be pretty sweet once that's done. That's all under sealed. I'll leave that for tonight, let that dry. Hopefully by tomorrow it'll be cured enough to start finishing off the hoses, but in this temperature I don't know. I put it on quite thick because I was trying to use up the bottle. So yeah, I don't know if it'll be set by tomorrow, but either way. Under seal's dry, but yeah, it's a bit gunky. I don't know whether this is the cold or whether I put too much on, but it kind of shriveled up ball sack style.
The skin off my entire ball sack fell off.
Well, not all come off, some of it's come off. So I've brushed some of this off, and I'm just going to redo these bits. Once that bracket done, I'm going to whip up a plate for the other side, and then I can start putting the hoses back on the car. Have a lift. I'm gonna have to make some space around here for these fittings. Yeah, that was. Don't know what I was doing there. Right, I am not going to take that back out. I'm not going to look at that from underneath, because if I do I'm going to want to take the tank back out. I might modify that and then like get another bit to cover it and make it look like a big willy, because it'd be funny. This car, constantly having the same dilemma. It's just like there's so much of it I've done nicely now, like the engine, and then the front's all been tubed and stuff. And I've refreshed all the subframe and I've rearmed the knuckles and that, but then you put it on and then the back end's all crusty and dented and stuff, and I'm just like, where do I draw the line for stopping restoring, because otherwise the car's never going to see the road. And admittedly, once it's covered up you're never going to see it, and I probably won't think about it, but at the moment I know it's there. So yeah, really I wish I could just make my mind up whether to not care or care. Fine, well, there we go. So originally I was going to either riv nut these or weld a nut captive in there, but I'd already undersealed it, so I didn't want to grind it off to start welding again. Riv nuts usually end up being more disappointing than you disappoint your parents, so I decided to just drill a hole, nut and bolt it through. So I put, you can see that bolt on there underneath, so I bolted the bolt just to the panel to keep it captive. So it's essentially like a stud that sticks through, and then I can just unbolt and bolt these clips on without having to have someone help me from the top. I just used a stud connector to stand it off from there to keep it kind of the right height to go through the holes there, so otherwise it would have been arcing right up and then back down and potentially more likely to rub its way on through the grommet on there. So hopefully that does the job. Hoses go right down here, and then down to this bulkhead fitting down here. I've got the other line bent as well to fit on there, but I'll have to wait until I've got that reusable olive back to reconnect it to the line. But yeah, pretty good, pretty happy with that I think, even though it did overcomplicate things a lot.
Essentially this whole fuel line thing has been a story of how to take something that works fine, doesn't need changing, no one's going to see, and can make it way overcomplicated, way more likely of causing problems, and also more expensive. Yeah, so don't know why I did that. Okay, bye.
I certainly hope you fellas enjoy yourselves enough to want to come back soon.